Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video going over my pickups pretty much for the whole month of August. I think my last video was at the beginning of August. I haven't found a whole lot, but some of the stuff I have found is pretty fair, pretty decent, including what I found at my first stop here that I'm gonna go over. Some garage sales out in this town, kind of in the middle and like nowhere. There's a lot of different Amish people. Lots of horse and buggies throughout the neighborhood. The horses were like pooping all over the road too, which was disgusting. It was just gross. Yeah, lots of horse and buggy out there. You know, interesting location. You see it pretty commonly, but this area was almost all Amish people. So it's just kind of funny. You might see if I'm out closer to the country doing game hunting stuff, I might see one or two Amish people, but this neighborhood sale was almost all Amish people. But this is actually a neighborhood I had been to before, and I went to this specific house. I remember it, probably 2016, I would say. And I asked about games, and they said, yeah, we do have a bunch of old game stuff, but we don't have it out. We'll have it out next year. And then, obviously, I never went back there next year. But I did go back there this year and went to that same house. They had a Wii out that was like all broken and beat to heck that they wanted $20 for or something like that. And I didn't grab that. They had a 360 that they said didn't work for like 15. Didn't want that. I asked if they had any more game stuff. And the woman just looks at me and says, yeah, I have a TurboGrafx. And I'm like, okay, would you be interested in selling it? And she's like, yeah, I'll go get it right now. She comes out and gets it. It's just the system, unfortunately. No games. It's just you might have games. I left my info with her if she ever finds the games. I doubt I'm ever going to get a call from that. But it's just the system. Although things aren't quite so happy. It has all the cables and everything. Things aren't quite so happy. I am not sure what's up with this turbo. So here it is. I've never had a TurboGrafx, so I'm kind of excited to get one. But something's wrong with the controller jack here. The piece missing, it would appear. But it also sticks out more than I think it's supposed to. I'm not sure what happened here, but there's a piece missing around the controller deck. I don't have any games for the system, and it didn't come with any, so I don't know if this works. It also doesn't have a light when you turn it on. It just has a plastic piece of orange to simulate a light. So I don't know if this works. I gotta find a game. I went to 2 exchanges and they did not have any turbo games that I could buy. I just wanted to buy like a Keith Courage or a sports game just to try it out before I start trying to buy games for it to collect for it. But so that's a work in progress. I don't know if it works. I'll keep you guys updated. But I mean, TurboGrafx at a garage sale is not something you see every day. The woman wanted $40 for it, and I paid it. I didn't notice that actually at the time, so it was my fault. I might have tried to get it down a little bit more if I would have noticed the controller port thing. It did come with one controller too, but I paid $40, and we'll see if that's a good deal or not. If it doesn't work, I could probably sell it for parts and make most of my money back, so it's not a big deal. But in that same neighborhood, I found some Wii U games for $5 each. They had a bunch of them, but at $5, you got to be a little bit more picky with what you're going to pick up there because usually it's not going to end up being worth it. Especially right now for Wii U stuff, that stuff's pretty much worthless, a lot of that. But the ones I did pick up, New Super Mario Bros. U, and I didn't have this one, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I didn't have this one, I just had this one of the collection. It was in good shape and everything, had the manual, so I figured why not. But that was all for that day. Not a great day other than the TurboGrafx. Lots of sales in that neighborhood too, but just not a great day besides that TurboGrafx. And Wolf, it's still yet to be seen if that TurboGrafx will work out. I hope it does though. So we'll see. Next up was a kind of weird sale, kind of annoying sale. I get to it and I see a guy with his stack of random games that he's buying. I've seen this guy before. He actually, if you remember when I got that Diddy Kong tin, which is kind of like a uncommon collectible. It's actually worth a little bit of money for, I think, 50 cents. He actually beat me to that sale, then asked about games, but he didn't list any games, and then he just left, and I bought that right after he left. He was there again, and he was buying a bunch of games. Nothing really great. Some like Sonic on Genesis, I think I saw. Super Princess Peach was probably the best game I saw in his stack. Nothing spectacular. All the games were $1, so there's, of course, everything I would have bought all this stuff too. But he left a bunch of stuff behind that kind of puzzles me why he would leave it behind. So we'll go through that. First things I noticed, these were $1. Pretty much everything was $1. at this sale. I noticed a Sonic 2 Electronic Tiger handheld. It's in good shape. It has the battery cover. I'm not sure why you turn that down for $1. It's not corroded or anything. It's looking good. It doesn't turn on right now, but there's no batteries. So, oh, it did turn on. Are there batteries in here? There are batteries in here. Okay, I didn't think there were batteries in there. But it was not corroded. I must have put batteries on. I don't know. Who knows what's going on these days. The other one I saw is a Jurassic Park handheld. So that's pretty cool. This one is not corroded either, and it does have batteries. Somehow I opened that up and missed the batteries. Yeah, these both turn on and work. Maybe not for the better, because who wants to play those games? But for $1, I figured they're fun to have. Also for $1, I got this Corpse Party Back to School Edition. This is just the box and all the inserts from the special edition. Not the game. I'm familiar with these series somewhat. I know it's on like PSP. I remember there was a bunch of them. But yeah, it came with this soundtrack CD here. Sealed still. The soundtrack CD is still sealed. And it came with these little figures here, which are also still sealed. It looks like these have never been out. Did not have the game. I don't know if maybe this game only came with the special edition. Like some of those Atlas games only have like a launch edition. Maybe that's the case. But yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't pick this up as well. What I'm going to probably do, this box isn't in great shape, but it's not horrible. I'm going to see if there's anything. If anyone has the special edition, let me know. It looks like it's just the little figures in the CD. But let me know if there's anything else I'm missing in here. I might just go try to find this game somewhere and just finish this. The box's not in great condition, but I can probably flatten it in a book for a while, and it'll regain its shape a little better. And I'll probably just add it to my collection. Yeah, you can see it's not in great. They like put some tape on it, and it might hopefully not do any damage, but you never know. This side's probably the worst. But if anyone has a special edition, let me know. And let me know if that's everything in it besides, of course, the game. And I might just try to pick up that game and finish that for my collection. Also at that sale, I picked a copy of Nintendogs up. This isn't going to do much good now, but there is this deal going on right now at GameStop where they give $5 extra on anything worth more than $2. And this was worth more than $2 in their app, so I'm going to get $7 trade-in for this Nintendogs game. I picked it up for $1 for that reason. That deal ends by the time this video is going to be out, so it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot of good. I also got these carrying cases, which is another thing weird. I don't know why he wouldn't have picked these up. They might need to be put in with some dryer sheets. They're a little bit musty, but they're kind of neat. N64 carrying case here. This is like too small to put a system in, I think. I guess not. It's a pretty small system. Yeah, a little musty. I'll have to put some with the dryer sheets. This one was cooler. This GameCube carrying case. I thought this was pretty cool. Nothing in them, no games or anything. So I don't know. I was kind of waiting around. I asked them, like, oh, you gonna have more game stuff out? And they're like, yeah. The woman there's like, I'm trying my best to get it all out. And then the woman just kind of brings out like one box every once in a while and then sits down for a little bit. I stood there for maybe 10 minutes waiting around. And then I asked again, like, oh, you gonna have more game stuff out? And she's like, I don't know if I'm going to get it out today. So I left. Another guy that I recognize as competition in the past, I've seen another before, rolled up to the sale and started looking at this stuff. I called this guy, I don't know if I was in a video, but I remember referring to this guy as Babyface because looks like he's a baby. He's like a grown man, but he has a really bad baby face. And at one sale, he was the first one there, and a guy was going to bring out some games, and he's bringing out the games, and this guy that I call Babyface goes, I was here first. Like, he says it, I'm not even exaggerating. He said it like that, and I just thought that was funny. So yeah, I hadn't seen him probably in 2 years, so it was good to see him again. But he picked up that guy before me, scraps, and then my scraps, so he probably didn't get anything good. I also got this from there. She had it at 3, but everything, she gave it to me for 2, so everything would add up to 10. It's a carrying case I've never seen before. It's Nintendo branded, but it's almost like a toolbox. There's a couple games in here. This thing's going to need cleaned. There's a bunch of sleeves in here, which was nice. A couple games in here, nothing exciting really. Jeopardy 25th anniversary, which I don't actually have, so. And then Top Players Tennis, which I do have. I think I have that one complete. So I figured it would be worth. I thought that case was kind of neat. I'd clean it up and maybe keep something in there. Who knows? for $2. So I figured it said Nintendo on it. So a fool and his money are easily parted. Something interesting, I guess I'll go into, not game related. My Lego video I did where I did a Lego pickup. I ended up making like $350 off that stuff. A lot of it was missing pieces, but a lot of it actually, the bags were still sealed. So I don't want to talk about that too long, but I did all right from that. I know some people wanted an update on that. That video did pretty decently for my standards. I did pick up some more Lego stuff, so if any Lego fans are watching, make sure to leave a comment if I have anything good here. This was $5 for this whole bin, so I figured I probably couldn't go wrong. Let me get it in here. Try to get a shot here. It's not going to be the greatest. A bunch of Lego Mindstorms set, which I don't know much about. There's the software for it. The stuff on top, I don't know what this stuff is to. It looks like this was to the R2-D2 one here. The stuff on top, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Someone let me if this is any good. I'm sure I can maybe make my money back. So I only put $5 into it, and if not, then it's not a big deal. Sorry, I can't get a good shot at this. I'm kind of cramped for space over here. We got Robo Sports, Vision Command, and Ultimate Accessory Set. So I don't know if these are any good or not. Someone let me know if you know anything about it. But I figured it'd be worth it for $5. If it doesn't end up working out, it doesn't end up working out. But I figured I'd give it a shot for $5. This sale actually, I had gone to it because it said game consoles and games. All the games where there was some Lego Dimensions stuff, a bunch of those sets, and a bunch of Skylanders sets and everything. And then the consoles were already sold, but I think it was probably just a 360 or Wii U or something. So not too interested in that anyway. Oh, I got this. So yeah, let me know about that Lego stuff if any of you guys know anything about that. Because I know I got some new Lego fan subscribers to the channel, and I figured I'd give it another shot. Because that Lego set lot that I got at that garage sale is actually my best find of the year so far. So yeah. Next up, I went to this sale here. I found it on Facebook as I was kind of waiting around, and I thought that people would not even go to it, or I thought a bunch of people would go to it, but it didn't seem like anyone went to it. And then it kind of made sense why, because I went up to it. They had no signs out or anything. It barely looked like a sale. I thought someone had set up a fake sale since it said game consoles. I thought someone had faked it for sure. But no, there was a sale. As I walked up, there was a sale. They just didn't put any signs out, even though the sale had been going for like an hour. They had some consoles. They had like a 360 and a couple Call of Duty games, whatever stuff for like, I want to say I think they had 70 on it. They had a PS3 original model, not the backwards compatible one though, with no cords for 30, which I passed on. But I did grab this one for 10. No games or anything. I had a controller, no video cable either, and it's one of the models that doesn't use the power brick. It just goes straight in. I think this is the second model of the Slim. But it did come with half of the brick, so I'm not sure why, but always good to find PS2s. $10 is pretty good. PS2 Slims are great because they ship really cheap and they get some decent money. There's still people really out there looking for them. And then one kind of stop, I almost missed it. It said moving sale. I went past it, and then I kind of came back. I figured I might as well, and it turned out okay. It turned out okay. I went and I looked around the sale first, and there was a bunch of like comic book stuff, some Doctor Who stuff, Magic the Gathering. So you could tell someone was into stuff like that. So I asked about games, and she said, yeah, she'd have some Game Boy games. So she went and grabbed them, and she brought this big stack of Game Boy games out. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I asked how much she would want for them, and she said $5 each, which is really put a damper on it. I would have probably just bought them all for $1 each, because there's probably about 15 games there, but I didn't want to. I had to be a little bit more selective for $5. So I did grab a few here. I got a copy of Link's Awakening, Mario Bros. Deluxe, and Penguin Wars. I'd never seen this one before. and the girl having the sale said it was good. So I have no idea. I'm going to check this out because it looks kind of weird. I've never seen this one before. So, and then they had this laying there too. They had 8 on it. I asked if they do 20 for all 3 of these, and they said yes. So the calculators are good reselling for more game stuff. So that's all my finds for this time around. August, pretty slow. I didn't think it'd be this slow. But hopefully maybe I can get some good sales in during September before everything shuts down. But, you know, I'm pretty happy to find some of this stuff. Obviously, glad to get a TurboGrafx. Hopefully it works out and I can get that fixed. And just some other cool stuff. And once again, if you know anything about those Legos, let me know. Leave a comment with what else you've been picked up lately, if it's been slow for you or if it's been going pretty well. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Twitter at AbjoGaming, and I will see you next time.